is like Hump Day, TGIF, living for the weekend, always are kind of odd to me. Like, I get it, but whenever I hear somebody say those kind of things or type them into an email, it always makes me feel some kind of way because it gives the impression that Monday through Thursday are just these grind all day, work your fingers to the bone, no enjoyment, no quality of life in these days. Like the only days where you can relax, let your hair down, self-care, do things that are fun are on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that's always strange to me. So I feel like as a fierce woman of 40 plus, 50 plus, we should no longer be living for the weekend. Every day is a blessing. Every day should have something to enjoy. Every day does not need to be stressful. So let's talk about that. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Living Life with Stae, and I am Stae Hall. And for my returning Lifer Tribe members, welcome back, y'all. Let's talk about it.
Living life is strange. Hey, hey. Living life is strange. Hey, hey. Living life is strange. Hey, hey. Living life is strange. Hey, hey.
Yeah, I have just never been the type of person whose entire life and definitely quality of life was dependent upon the weekend. I feel as though each day is an opportunity to enjoy life. And why should the fun things, the self-care things, the relaxing things all be reserved for just a couple of days during the week? And so for me, I decide to enjoy life every single day. And I think when you are more intentional about it and you plan for it and you really embrace it, everybody else can do the same thing. In my opinion, the reason why Monday through Thursday, and for a lot of people Monday through Friday, seems so stressful and so hectic is because you don't plan for them. In your mind, these are work days, and so they are meant to be tough. And that's not the case at all. For instance, even though I'm a full-time entrepreneur, that's still work, contrary to what a lot of people believe. I still work, and I actually work probably 7 days a week. However, it's not a stressful thing for me. It doesn't mean that I can't enjoy my life. I have to be intentional with time blocking, with making sure that I do the things that are going to keep my cup overflowing every single day. So for instance, I get up in the morning early enough, and it's not always the same time every morning. It just depends on what my schedule is. But I get up in the morning early enough to have at least 30 minutes of me time. And sometimes that me time is just laying in the bed for 30 minutes after the alarm has gone off and just kind of being alone with my thoughts, meditating. Maybe I'm saying my affirmations. Maybe it's 30 minutes. I'm getting up early because I want to do a little extra skincare that morning. Maybe it's 30 minutes early to read a little or to sit out on my back patio with a cup of tea and my puppy. Whatever it is, I make sure that I carve out that time every single morning. And again, it's going to adjust depending on what time I have to start my work day. I am not getting up in just enough time to jump in the shower and get dressed and run right out or jump right on a Zoom call. No, that would make for a hectic day. And that's what I mean about planning and being intentional. I also don't wait until the morning to get my clothes ready for that day because that can be hectic and stressful. You have an outfit in mind, but then you don't know where this blouse is, or you thought these slacks were clean, but they're still at the cleaner, so now you have to look for it. I plan ahead. I personally get my clothes ready for the entire week on Sunday. Now, I know that's not for everybody, but at least do it the night before so that it's not hectic. Again, I think sometimes we set ourselves up for failure by having the mindset that the work week is hectic, and so we just kind of go for that. We set ourselves up for failure because we don't plan for anything. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants so that we can just struggle through this week. No, I plan for everything. I'm also the type of person that whatever meetings I have are going to go on both my written and my digital calendar, and I'm going to look at everything Sunday night to see what the week is going to look like so I can plan those outfits so that I'm not stressed. And I also need to know where I'm going to go. What meetings am I staying home? Are they just a Zoom? What meetings do I have to go somewhere? And also in my calendar, if the meeting is away, if I have to go to a particular restaurant or a company, I'm putting that address in the calendar so I'm not frantically looking through emails the day of trying to figure out, oh my gosh, where am I going? What's the address? And not only am I putting the address in the calendar, if I'm not familiar with the place, I'm also looking it up on Google Maps right then and there so that I know how much time I'm going to need for travel. It's also something that I practice as I'm getting ready because somewhere might be 30 minutes away, but depending on the time of day and the traffic and if there's an accident, those times can vary. So I give myself enough time to get ready, but while I'm getting ready, I already have started my Google Maps route so that as I'm getting ready, I can see the time ticking down. And if something happens and there's traffic, then I know, oh my goodness, I need to hurry up. I only have 10 minutes to get ready. I always make sure that wherever I need to arrive, I get there at least 5 to 10 minutes early so I can loose off for a second in the car. Make sure that I have everything that I need. If I'm going to be doing some presentation, I want to make sure that I have everything organized. These are the kind of things that you can do to make sure that your week is as seamless as possible so you're not living for the weekend. Hump day is one that gets me. It's like, what is so bad about Wednesday? Like hump day, what that is saying is we are getting over the hump and we're headed into the end of the week. Like, why would you not want to enjoy every single day? Another thing that I like to do is kind of plan out my meals, whether we're going to eat at home or eat out. My husband and I start talking about it on the weekend. What are we going to eat this week? What are the events that we have this week? What meetings do we have this week? Are we going to be eating at this event, or do we need to make sure that we have something at home? So again, planning our meals and what we're going to eat is not something that is stressful. I also make sure that I give myself a break in the middle of the day. Very rarely am I going to book myself back to back to back to back. I need some time in the middle of the day just to kind of reflect over the day, see what I have to do for the rest of the day, check in, look at my emails, make a couple of phone calls so that I'm not just go, 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 go. I do not want to expend so much energy and so much effort into work all week that by the time the weekend does get here, I'm so exhausted that the only thing I can do is just chill out and rest. Now that's good. We all need rest, but I'm going to get some rest every day is what I'm saying. I don't want my weekend to be where I just literally cannot get out of the bed because I have exhausted myself all week long. I'm not doing that. Now, I definitely understand looking forward to the weekend if you have some special plans. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's always those things that are going on we can't wait to do. We have a vacation or we have family coming in town. That's fine. But I'm talking about when people are looking forward to the weekend just because their Monday through Friday is so hectic and so stressful that they can't enjoy their life until the weekend. Because what happens is when you try to pack all of your rest, all of your entertainment, all of your shopping, all of your visiting with friends, all of your socializing, all of that into the weekend, then you're exhausted by Monday. But when you're able to sprinkle a little bit of everything throughout the week, it just makes for a much more harmonious way of living. I don't wait until the weekend to have a happy hour with my girlfriends. I don't wait until the weekend to go to coffee with my girlfriends or to have a brunch. We schedule things on any day. Look, what day are you free? What day do you have a couple of hours in the middle of your day? Let's get together. Let's do this. Don't jam pack everything into the weekend. And make sure that you're scheduling even your social activities so that you can look and have a bird's eye view of what you have going on, and making sure that you're not overextending yourself. When you are intentional in your planning, when you are intentional in how you live your life and how you schedule your time, then every day can be enjoyable. I make sure that every evening, just like every morning, I have some wind down time. I am not going to bed falling asleep with a laptop on my lap. No, I have a definite cutoff time. I'm going to finish by this time. This is what time I want to be in the shower. This is what time I want to get in the bed, so that I can make sure that I have enough rest. Again, this will vary depending on what I have going on, but because I keep my schedule, I keep my calendar, I know, okay, I probably need to go to bed a little bit early on Tuesday because I need to get up at 5:30 on Wednesday because I have A, B, and C going. I'm not one of those people that I'm just going to stay up late every night and then be tired in the morning. No, everything is planned. And I know for some of you, you might be thinking, well, all of this planning seems stressful. But believe me, once it becomes a habit, it's not. It frees up so much of your time. I also make sure that I live my life to the fullest every single day by not accepting every invitation, by not saying yes to everything that I'm asked to do, not feeling like I have to show up at every single event or attend every meeting. I am very selective with my time because, again, I'm not trying to burn myself out. I'm not trying to wear myself out. This is the time in my life where I am putting me first. And by putting me first, that just means that I always want to show up in excellence, whether it's business or social. When I'm hanging out with my friends, I don't want to waste their time complaining about how tired I am. I want to be able to enjoy it. So if I'm invited to an outing with my girlfriends and I know that I'm going to have a really busy day that day, I might have to decline that invitation because I want to come with the energy. I want to come with the fun. If it is not a good day for me, then I'm going to say, as much as I would love to, I just can't this time. Or maybe we can schedule for another day. I'm not dragging myself into anywhere low energy, bringing other people down and complaining. I'm not doing that. And it's the same with meetings. If someone wants a meeting with me and I know that my schedule is already busting at the seams, then we're going to have to schedule for another day. I don't feel like I have to say yes to everything, because by putting myself first, I'm also putting the other people first, because whether it's business or pleasure, you deserve to have the best of me, and only I can decide when I'm able to offer that. And so by saying no and only accepting invitations when I know that I have the time and when I know that I have the energy, it's going to be best for both parties. And so that's why I can't emphasize enough the importance of self-love and self-care, and how it's not only good for you as the individual, it's also better for the people around you. And it's just really important to live a harmonious life and to be able to enjoy every single day for several reasons. First of all, tomorrow's not promised, which means the weekend's not promised. So why do you want to put off loving on yourself, caring for yourself, spending quality time with family and friends for a time that may not even come? And I'm not trying to be morbid or anything like that, but it's really a game changer in your mindset when you realize that every single second is a blessing. And it puts you in the headspace where you realize, I need to enjoy every single day, and that it's a gift. And the time that we have is no different on a Monday than it is on a Saturday. And you can do the same types of things if you practice harmony in your life. And that's something that I talk about, and I'll do a video about that if you guys are interested in the difference between balance and harmony, because I know so many people push the narrative of work-life balance, but I'm just not anyone who believes in that, because in order to have balance, all things have to be equal. Harmony is a much better way to look at it. So if y'all are interested in talking about balance versus harmony, let me know in the comment box below, and I would definitely do a video on that. But yeah, I just don't want us, especially at this seasoned age, still living for the weekend. That sounds even so immature and juvenile to me. We're not clubbers anymore, right? We're not trying to get out and party hardy to the break of dawn. See, and I just said party hardy, so you know what era I'm coming from. You know, that's not the kind of life we need. We want quality in our life every single day. We want relaxation in our life every single day. If we want to socialize, we want to be able to socialize Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, whatever day. Have harmony in your life. Practice your self-care every single day. Be intentional in your planning. Say no when you need to say no. If you practice those things, you don't have to get over a hump on Wednesday. You can slide right into Thursday with no problems. A lot of times for me, and I don't know if it's just my age, but I don't even know what day of the week it is. And that's a good place to be, because my Tuesdays can feel just like a Sunday sometimes. And I love that for me. If you are intentional about caring for yourself, getting your rest, then you don't have to be posting TGIF. Like, thank God it's Friday, but thank God it's Monday as well. I'm thanking God for every single day I can get. And so hopefully something I've said today has kind of made you rethink and reevaluate the way you structure your life and the way you look at your days. If you are already implementing some of these things, let me know what you do Monday through Friday that may seem more like a weekend thing for some other people, because I would love to hear it. Another thing I do is, like, I buy myself flowers like any old day. I don't wait for special occasions. I don't wait for weekends. So that's just another thing I do that I thought of. And let me know the kind of things that you do. And if you're a person who was a TGIF person, was a Wednesday hump day person, let me know what you're going to start doing differently, so that you can just romanticize your entire life 7 days a week and do what you need to do to keep your cup overflowing, so that you're not too exhausted to enjoy your weekends. So thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you to bits and pieces. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button to become a permanent part of this L.Y.F.E tribe. And whether you're new or a returning L.Y.F.E tribe member, be sure to hit that notification bell so that you never miss any content. And if you're interested in some one-on-one coaching and having someone kind of help you and cheer you on your journey to be able to enjoy 7 days a week, please go to my website at staehall.com and schedule a 20-minute complimentary consultation with me so that we can get you to enjoying 7 days a week. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and you know the drill. Always be kind and love one another, but don't forget to live your life. L-Y-F-E. Love yourself first explicitly. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.
Living life is Stae. Hey, hey. 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 Love yourself first, explicitly. You owe it to yourself to move with that energy. Empower your self-esteem. Self-love is king. That's the only way to win. That's how you empower